How's your hand feeling today? Get those fingers warmed up. We are going to do some handwriting practice today, and we are still working on those capital letters. Now, if you have the paper at home that has the letters C, O, Q, and G on it, you can grab that piece of paper and a pencil. Now, if you don't have that paper at home, that's okay. Just grab a plain piece of paper and a pencil, and then meet me back here in just a minute, okay? I'll wait for you. Oh, welcome back. All right, are you ready? Now, if you have the line paper, really do a good job of keeping in the lines like they show you on the paper. If you don't have lined paper, do your best handwriting, okay? And maybe you could even have a grown-up. If you just have a white piece of paper, maybe have a grown-up or you just draw a line on there. That way your letters will be across there kind of neatly. Now, I happen to have one of those fancy whiteboards that has the lines on it like this. Okay, so I'm going to be writing the letters on here. So the first one we're going to practice is C. So a capital C, if you have the 3 lines, starts at the top. We make a big curve and it sits right on the line. So when we're using the line paper, it touches the top line and the bottom line, and it's made with a big curve. So watch again, a big curve like that. So what you can do now is pause the video. If you have the worksheet from school, go ahead and fill that in. And if you don't, let's try and at least make 4 really good capital C's, because if we do too many, then they start to get sloppy. So 4 really good ones is just what I need. So pause that video and make those C's for me. All right, welcome back. Now we're going to do an O. Now, sometimes we call, when we make the C, go back to the C again, we call this the magic C. Because if I remember to start up here at the top and curve around, I'm telling your moms and dads this secret too. When I write an O, a G, and a lot of other letters, they won't be backwards. So it's really, really, really important to always start our letters at the top and to go to the left. Because if you do that, that's going to help so that you don't have a lot of letter reversals, meaning that they're backwards. All right. So O is one that you can't make backwards, but if you make it the right way, the other letters are going to follow and not be backwards. So we're going to start at the top. It looks like we're going to make a C, but we're just going to close it up with another curve. If you have the line paper, it needs to touch the top and the bottom. So see if you can make for me 4 really good capital O's. Remember, start up at the top like you're going to make a C, and then don't stop until you close it up. All right? Okay, I'll wait for you. How'd you do with those O's? Did you remember to start at the top? All right, here we go with one we don't use a whole lot, but we still need to know what it looks like and how to write it. And that's a capital Q. Now, if you can do the C, you can do the O. And if you can do the O, you can do the Q. So here we go with the Q. We're going to start at the top, all the way around. And then I lift my pencil, and I always call it its tongue. It's like it's sticking its tongue out. Okay, so we're going to make an O, start at the top, go to the left, close it up, and then give him his tongue. That is a capital Q. All right, see if you can give me 4 really good capital Qs. Did you get them? Were you really quiet while you were doing it? Quiet starts with Q. Now, here's the last one, and it's a capital G. Now, the capital G, if you can make a C, you probably can make a G, although at first it looks like, wow, that's going to take some practice, but watch this. I'm going to go around like a C, and then I'm going to go up, and then I say it's got its tongue in its mouth. Okay, so I'm going to make the C go up to the top line and around and up. And then if you have line paper, go right in on that middle line there. All right. So that one's probably going to take a little bit more practice maybe than the other ones today. Around, up, and then in. Make sure that you don't go too far in because now it's starting to look like the number. That's right. It's looking like a 6, isn't it? So we don't want a 6. We want to be able to have some space in there. Around, up, and in. And this is one of those where I told you if you always make that C first, it's never going to be a backwards G because you're going to used to going around, making a C, and in. You always start at the top, go to the left, and around. So if you're helping at home, really try to get that ingrained in your child to always start those letters, capital or lowercase at the top. And it's going to make a big difference later on when they're writing more and more all the time. So on your mark, get set, go. Write those G's for me. Nice job with your handwriting today. All right. Anytime you're doing writing, make sure you're sitting up straight. Make sure you're holding the pencil correctly. And now for my whiteboard, I can't do it, but make sure one hand's holding your paper and the other hand's holding your pencil so your paper doesn't slide, and you are always going to have nice handwriting. All right. I'll see you later.